Now, what we're doing isn't cool by high school standards. I realize. And it certainly isn't cool for a lot of guys. If my friends knew I was doing this, oh, they'd make so much fun of me. And that's what this sign is all about. This painted on the wall at Dropbox.com. What would you do if you weren't afraid? You know, think about it. What's holding you back? Do you really think this is silly? Or are you afraid of what people think? So we're 4 days in. Yesterday, you just read about gratitude. Yesterday, a student came up to me and told me about her morning, and there was just energy in her voice talking about how she couldn't stop thinking about unbidden. She wasn't trying to think of things she was grateful for, but she couldn't, her brain just kept coming up with things she was grateful for. And if you think about your typical morning, is it joyful for you? Teenagers getting ready for school, is that really a joyful time? Well, how cool would it be if your whole outlook changed? You had more energy. What's happening is your brains are pumping out chemicals. You have a little drug factory inside your brain, and there are all kinds of cool little molecules that it generates that make you feel good, that add to your well-being, that give you more energy, literally, absolutely measurably. And we'll talk about endorphins and dopamine and all the rest at some other point, but you've heard those words. Wouldn't it be cool if your morning started like that? All right, I want to wrap this up. And speaking of wouldn't it be cool if your morning started like that, do you know what's happening this Saturday, tomorrow at MacLab Saturday School? We have access to a time machine, short-term access, and I'm going to turn on the break quests for the hours we're there on Saturday. So you want to get the most out of this? Come on in. And I warn anybody who says, well, I'll just stay at home and I'll click through all these things. I get date and timestamps on everything. And if you're completing these quests in less time than it should take, oh my, not good, not good. Let's just say the damage fairy will visit you. There you have it. Don't be afraid. Make something of your life. This is so cool.